Alright, it's time for another Rank the Movies commentary. I am, of course, the Rank the Movies host, Martin Prevost. Joining me is the person who was with me for Snakes on a Plane, AJ Robinson. AJ, say hi.
It's me.
That is him. And that giggle you heard is someone you've never seen or heard on this channel before. Joining us for the first time on any video is Courtney Krause.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Luckily for all of you, you're only going to hear her.
Yep, luckily. And I'm looking at my subtitles. For some reason, it's not showing theatrical subtitles. I think it was showing trivia tracks. And Courtney's already ruining our commentary. Seconds. Bruce Willis is in this.
Oh, sweet. This is going to be awesome.
Let's see if I got the subtitles right. Somebody needs to talk so I can start talking.
You don't like flying, do you?
Alright, cool. No, it was like a trivia track. The subtitle one on this DVD. Or Blu-ray.
I didn't know Bruce Willis was in an airplane.
You didn't know? Yeah, he doesn't know how to drink. He keeps throwing it in his eye. Alright, so this is a classic. We all think it's a great Christmas movie, right? I know she does.
It's the best
I
Christmas
believe
movie.
AJ believes this is a great Christmas movie.
Well, I'm not a heathen, so...
He's not a heathen.
You think it's not a Christmas movie, you're wrong.
It's a great Christmas movie. It's one I love watching every December. Plus, it just gives me a reason.
Gun!
Gun! Yes, Bruce Willis has a gun.
That's okay, it's a cup.
If we were playing the Die Hard drinking game, we would have been drank already. We are not playing a drinking game for this commentary. Maybe in the future we'll do a commentary where there's also a drinking game component and a lot of swearing. That's what happens when we play drinking games.
Die Hard!
This is I don't even remember the first time I watched.
Oh, guys, Flight 247 to Tucson's now boarding. Isn't that where we're going?
No, we're not going to Tucson. We don't need to go to Gate 14.
This movie is so dated. He's smoking in an airport. I mean, that already is huge. I can guarantee there is no security whatsoever.
Nope.
And Bruce Willis has hair.
Yep. That's true.
Not even like a little bit of hair, and he's trying to hold on to the parts. No, he has a full hairline.
That's full on.
Oh yeah, no.
Hair.
I think I forget what movie it is that he finally shaved
Reginald
bald.
Bell Johnson.
It might have been Die Hard with a Vengeance is when he finally started going bald, but I think he still has that like where this one the side bits here are just kind of there. I think with a Vengeance they're like it's just a little strip in the front, and he started going bald for a different movie. I think in the early 2000s is when straight bald Bruce Willis became a thing.
Thank goodness.
That Bruce Willis went bald?
Just rip off the Band-Aid, man.
Alright.
But AJ did.
So, I get why people argue this isn't a Christmas movie, because I feel like this needs to be a discussion.
But it's not a discussion. It's a Christmas movie.
No,
they're wrong.
It is. It is, because it's taking place on Christmas Eve.
The entire plot literally could not happen if it was not Christmas Eve, because they are robbing it specifically because it's Christmas Eve.
They're robbing it because the building is empty and there's a party going on.
Because it's Christmas Eve.
But the party is not a Christmas party. The party is a party celebrating the closure of the deal.
It's also a Christmas
It is also a Christmas party. I'm just saying.
If that was the case, they wouldn't have it in the lobby with all the Christmas trees. She's got a Santa sleigh.
I'm not arguing that it's not a movie taking place in December. I'm just saying the party itself is not necessarily a Christmas party. It is a party because she closed a deal. They make that clear in the dialogue.
Did they make that clear? Because I clearly saw Rudolph and Santa Claus and Ebenezer Scrooge.
All right,
they're just laid it on thick.
Scrooge.
She's the one who said it.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she
Okay.
called him a Scrooge. It was
All
something
right.
about being a Scrooge.
Okay. Oh, look, it's their daughter. Definitely
This
not
is what I
played
learned from
by-
the subtitles. Santa, again, there we go.
Yeah.
New drinking game. Every time there's a Christmas reference.
That is actually in the drinking game. That is one of the rules of the drinking game.
Snowman?
Can we please not spend the next... How long is this movie? Like an hour 45? 2 hours and 12... 2 hours and 12? 2 hours and 12 minutes pointing out their Christmas stuff.
You knew what would happen when you invited me without inviting me and just assuming I was doing this.
It's true. I did just assume.
You knew what would
You
happen.
were in.
It's Die Hard. Of course I'm in.
Yeah, honestly, this isn't even the first Die Hard movie I got introduced to.
Huh.
Die Hard 3 was the first one I really watched.
Die Hard 4.
Really? Live Free or Die Hard?
That was the first one I saw. And then
I'm sorry.
I like the fourth one. It's the fifth one. The fifth one that's in Russia. That's it.
No, the fifth one's iffy, but the fourth one isn't as good as the first or the third one.
Oh, no.
I like the second one. I'll agree with people. The second one isn't the greatest, but I do enjoy Die Hard 2. And that one's also a Christmas movie.
Yes.
Because again, it's Christmas. Christmas is a big part of that movie. And actually, really is a big part of that movie.
Yeah, but if I'm going to make myself feel like I want Die Hard Christmas, it's the first one.
I'm not saying don't watch
I don't
the
need to watch the second. I've watched the second on my own Die Hard Christmas, but first one's where it's at.
I watch both every year.
Argyle!
Can we stop and just appreciate the cruelty of a parent naming their child of any race or ethnicity Argyle?
It's true.
His sock game is not on point. That's where I'm disappointed.
It is true. Like, does Argyle wear Argyle socks?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. We started watching the movie. Because it's Die Hard.
Nakatomi!
That is Nakatomi.
Take my picture with it!
Thank you, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Darn right.
So, I once read a comic book that was a prequel to Die Hard. It was how McClane and his wife met.
Huh.
And it was another Die Hard situation.
Huh.
With terrorists, I think. I think they were actually terrorists in that one. And a boat. There was a boat.
But it's kind of like that Deadpool take-a joke. You just gotta assume he's a bad cop. Or he's just a really good cop.
It is true. I mean, but that was a Die Hard. I forget what town they were in, because it was when he was still a beat cop.
Beer fist, Argyle.
Christmas in Holland. This is the first of 2 movies I'll watch featuring the sun this year.
Oh, what's the other one?
The Night Before.
Yep.
Also a good Christmas movie.
Look at that architecture.
Seriously, the Fox Studios at the time. Or the Fox headquarters at the time. I forget what the building is now. I don't think it's still Fox. Maybe it is. Oh yeah, look at this great establishing shot of the limo pulling up.
I don't know if Argyle was truly listening. If that's what he thinks is going to happen. Car phone!
Seriously, there's another dated reference, the car phone.
Remember my grandma had one for her car? Thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Oh! Did you guys know Frank Sinatra almost played Bruce Willis's role?
No.
100%. They had to offer it to Frank Sinatra first.
Why?
Because this is technically a sequel. Because it's based on a book. And the book was a sequel to another book, and Sinatra starred in the movie version of that book. And his contract stated that if they ever made any of those other books, he'd be offered the role first.
Okay. I don't see Frank Sinatra climbing.
No one did.
fence.
No one did, because he would have been in his 50s at this point, I think.
He'd have only been in his 50s?
50s or 60s. He would have been old. He was an old man.
I like how 50s, 60s, old man.
In the 80s, 50s or 60s was old.
That's true.
Gentlemen, I appreciate you offering me the role. but I'll decline as long as you give it to Bruce Willis.
Christmas was saved.
You know what?
I'm in. Bruce Willis was actually very low on their want list.
See, who else could they have had in this role?
Schwarzenegger, Stallone. I forget who else made the list.
I could make a
No. You know what? There's enough actors in this movie you can't understand. You don't need another.
Okay, that was the joke out of my brain went to.
They would be the least understandable, least discernible of all of them.
Basically any other bigger named actor.
You guys have against Christmas!
Any other bigger named actor that might have been able to do an action movie at this time was considered before Willis. Because at this point, Willis was known for comedies that didn't do so well and the TV show Moonlight.
See, I'm just trying to imagine Schwarzenegger saying any of the iconic
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Yo, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. That's my style. I have bad impersonations.
Was that your Bruce Willis?
No, that was my Sylvester Stallone.
That would have been better
all
if
you have to do is slur.
Oh, I forget who else. Let me see if I
Come
can't.
up to California, have a few laughs.
Let me see if I can't find the list of who's all being considered for Bruce Willis's role.
Hey, can you do us a favor and read it in your Stallone voice? It was super convincing.
Yo, Rocky, no. Yes.
California. Poinsettias?
What? Poinsettias are not directly Christmas.
Yes, they are. Shitakagi.
This is gonna take me a while. There is a lot of
there's a lot on the
You know what would
IMDb.
make this scene a lot better? The inappropriate black bar from Austin Powers.
Ah! Santa. Yep, Santa. Man doing coke.
What? That's not. How is that? Again.
I just wanted to point him out.
It's because it's a snow thing. He's playing in the snow.
Oh, Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood was one of the people who almost played the role because he owned the rights to the book.
Huh.
So,
Guy that just did lines of coke says what? Racist.
he is such a douchebag actor, but so much fun.
Plays a great douchebag.
It's true.
Oh, hey, let's have a awkward hi, honey.
Well, that's right. The original poster for this movie, you know how the poster is Bruce Willis's face next to the Nakatomi building?
Yes.
That's not the original theatrical poster.
Ooh.
The original theatrical poster looked exactly the same, except it did not have Bruce Willis's face. Because again, they didn't think Bruce Willis was going to sell tickets.
Wow. No faith in Bruce Willis.
Right? Right?
Yeah. Wash up.
Oh, here comes our Pacific Couriers.
Yeah, German terrorists.
Sure they're Pacific? I thought the Germans were on the Atlantic.
The ships that
They're Atlantic carriers.
Yeah.
Geography joke! Of course, you wouldn't know that. Nicky me, I like history.
I think it's only fitting now I work with special ed.
Yes, talk about your... No, don't talk about your special ed classes.
No.
No.
Pomona.
Pomona!
quality commentary.
This is. I hope you're all loving watching your Die Hard to this, as I'm breaking a big rule by trying to find information. I'm not reading everything either. I'm just really scrolling.
I was just gonna
She
say,
wants to
I
give
enjoy
a
that
spare bed.
puff of hair.
I love the. I just love the. I have a spare bed. It's like, honey, please.
Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte.
Oh dear God.
Nick Nolte. John
Seriously,
Travolta.
Just enjoying just that of hair right there. It's like
Oh,
you
yeah.
got shot.
John Travolta was considered for McClane.
He was saving himself for Face Off.
No, because at that
I
time,
think John Travolta would make a better villain in this.
probably he would
Whoa,
have.
whoa, whoa!
I think that about John Travolta as the whole, though. I think he's a much better villain.
Let's not knock a British man pretending to be German and then eventually speaking with an American accent on top of that.
Well, originally, from scrolling through IMDb, Sam Neill from Jurassic Park, he was Alan Grant,
Yeah,
was considered for Hans Gruber.
because he could have done a more convincing German accent.
I don't think they cared. I think they were just looking for an actor.
Because, I mean, Alan Rickman does that role beautifully.
Also, Mel Gibson and Harrison Ford were considered for McClane.
Wow, did, no one think this movie was going to do well?
Also, Richard Gere,
Oh, dear God.
Robert De Niro, Charles Bronson, Don Johnson, Richard Dean Anderson, Burt Reynolds, and Michael Madsen.
Wow.
All considered. That was the list I was actually looking for. I finally found it.
Wow.
All declined the role of McClane.
I think Mel Gibson kind of falls into...
Mel Gibson.
He plays that type.
Yeah.
Yep, Mel Gibson could
And
have
he has
gone.
the same kind of, aroma and atmosphere that he carries when he's acting. You know, the slightly playful and just a little more playful than Bruce Willis is.
Yeah.
Richard Gere, it's hard. That's a hard sell. I don't see Gere doing an action movie. I'm sure he has. Like, if I looked at his big filmography, I'm sure they're there. Harrison Ford, simply, I think he would have been fine. I don't think Die Hard would have been a classic like it is. But I think he would have done fine with the role. I do love that line.
Boom. 2 points.
Yep.
Oh, I love the trope of the silencer. Because not just the sound it makes, in this situation, I mean, having the suppressor, silencer, or whatever variant you want to call it, or have equipped at the time, would be good because it would possibly blunt slightly enough noise if I had a little length to the barrel that you wouldn't hear it once you got outside the parking lot.
Okay.
Obviously, it wouldn't sound like
Yeah.
you see in the movies all the time. But the guy sitting right next to the gun would have been deaf for a few minutes.
Also, okay, so there's a party going on upstairs.
Woo! Alan Rickman!
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
But here's the thing. The only people that suppressor is for that other guard they just shot. That's it. No one upstairs was going to hear it because there's a party going on upstairs, and how many floors up is it? Like, the suppressor is almost...
I think 29.
29 floors up. I think the suppressor is a little overkill anyways. Oh no, he's sealing off the garage. The escalators, now they're just stairs.
The escalators are broken.
Oh no.
Oh, whatever shall I do?
Sorry for the
I
convenience.
guess I'm stuck.
However will I get down?
That's a cool looking building, I gotta admit. It's got the angles to it. Ah, Hansi.
Oh, Hans Gruber. This still was the best part of that Christmas D&D that we ever did. Because I don't think. In all of the dice rolling, games that we have played, I don't think there was a moment we ever got into it more than when we had to take on the German terrorists.
Yes.
And we were fighting for who was going to be the John McClane, who was going to be the Holly Gennaro, who was going to be...
Man, that was years ago. That was like 2 or 3 years ago at this point.
Yeah. I want to say it was...
3?
Yeah. I want to say it was more 2018.
Yeah, I think so.
I like how it just says German.
I know.
German. When they had the maid on the phone,
that would have hurt. That would have hurt.
What you saying in Spanish? This just German.
It's German. It doesn't matter. I think it's because they knew in Germany it was all going to get dubbed to a different language anyways, so why stick the subtitles on there when...
You mean it was going to get dubbed to German?
No, the German dialogue got changed to a different language. They're not German terrorists in the German version.
But they're missing out on so much of the fun then.
No, I forget what they turn them into, but yeah, they're not German terrorists in the German version of this movie.
Huh.
Why would you want to see your people made the villain and the terrorists? Why would you pay for that?
If that's the case, then I guess they don't watch any World War II based movie.
Never happened. We've been through this.
You can't prove that they do.
You know what? That's fair.
You can't prove Pearl Harbor ever played in Germany.
I think that would have been a courtesy to them.
At least the Japanese have a good sense of humor about everything. They're like, all right, we kind of had it coming. The Germans are like, nope, never happened, and I'm just going to drink heavily just in case I try to remember it. The Japs are like, yep, my bad, G. I'm going to go over here and watch hentai.
For being just a quick little beat, this is such a great moment to show that these two are brothers.
Yes.
He's trying to do actual work. Wow.
You know what?
I'm gonna do this faster. Just cut through everything.
German.
Is it me, or is Argyle one of the weirdest characters in a movie, just because of what he does in this movie, which is nothing until the last 5 minutes.
I feel like maybe in the time period, sure. That could easily be someone today. It's just, instead of him just bopping, he'd be on his phone. Because the backseat of that limo would also have a phone charger.
Probably, a modern one, yeah.
So, you just pop on the Netflix and
I'm not saying that he's bopping, I'm just saying his character's purpose in this movie exists for the beginning.
To be fair,
and the
he's
very end.
He's trapped.
And he's never aware of what's going on until almost the end.
And where is it? The gratuitous.
Oh, the gratuitous, right here.
Boom shot!
Oh no, let me put my boobs away!
Like, honey, even in a shirt like that, wear a bra.
She might have. It might have gotten thrown in passion. You don't know.
They were not worried about clothing.
Say it. Shirt like that, it's not going to be hard to tell when it's cold.
I bet you John wishes he spent 10 seconds and grabbed a pair of shoes.
I think right now he's more excited. Oh boy, I get to shoot my gun.
I didn't think I'd get to shoot on this trip. No, in today's terms, even as a cop, would you have been allowed to bring that gun on the plane?
Yeah.
Okay. It is the current year.
It is the current year. We don't want to date ourselves. It is the current year.
Every time you watch this video, every Christmas, it is the current year.
It is the current year.
Or listen to this video, because if you're watching this video, you're staring at a picture of me, Courtney, and AJ superimposed on a theater with Die Hard and Bruce Willis on the screen.
It's not a bad way to spend 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Okay.
Let's listen to Han's first line.
All right, we listened to it.
Such a good.
So good he had to say it twice.
It's true.
So good.
He nailed that delivery, so he's like, I'm gonna do it again.
If you want, you can get accent tips from him.
No, you can't. He's dead. Sealed it.
Too soon, Courtney. Too soon.
But he's the one that said he's dead!
No, we already sealed it.
Damn it!
Oh.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to seal it, just quick high five and no one can do anything about it. You know how much faster court cases would go?
My client is innocent. Seal it.
See,
Object, damn it!
that's the true fix our justice system.
The fix our justice system needs, not the one that it gets. You know, at that moment, he was looking at him going, I'm going to shoot you in the head. Just give it time. I'm going to shoot you in your face.
I'm gonna shoot you in the face hole.
Except he was saying it in German in his head. Because I'm sure he thinks German in his head. I'm sure he doesn't speak with his accent in his head. 5. Seriously, I can't think of a bad Alan Rickman role. I can think of movies I don't like that he's in.
But he's not bad in.
Yeah, he's still good in those movies. I mean, of course, there's Galaxy Quest. That's such a great movie.
Such a good one. That would be a fun one to do a commentary to.
Yes, it would. Instruction 33 computers.
Never give up. Never surrender.
It's a good statement for here. Are you looking for my VHS copy of Galaxy Quest?
No, I just noticed how you made sure that your VHSs can't just randomly fall off on you anymore.
Yep, I fixed that.
Bookends!
Well, just one bookend. That side isn't bookended.
You rebel, you.
I know, right? I got a rebel yell.
There's only one set of bookends I ever want to own.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The giant carvings from Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
When they pass through the,
yeah.
the gates.
That was pretty awesome.
How have I never noticed that one of the terrorists speaks Italian?
Racism?
I guess I assumed they were all German, except for the one who's definitely not German.
Yeah, what's up with that? All white people look alike?
Yes, all you whiteys look alike.
Well, you look 3/4 like us then.
Yeah, but that means I'm 1/4 different. I'm 1/4 special.
Yeah, well, she's half different.
Figure that one out.
For those of you that can't see, I had a very big look of confusion on my face.
It's about 90% of her life.
Truth.
I love all of the miniatures in his office.
So good.
This is a man who likes to play with his toys. So he builds things, so he has little versions of them. Is there a miniature Nakatomi Plaza in his office?
I believe so.
I think so. I just can't remember. Like, I assume there would be some fill in the blank.
Oh man, look at that system. So advanced.
They're doing some hacking.
Give me the code. I don't have the code. Give me the code. I don't have the code. Give me the code. Alright. I know the code. I'm not going to give it to you. Well, we're going to kill you. What? I'm Japanese. You don't think I've ever wanted to commit suicide before? It's kind of what we do.
Give us the code or we'll kill you. Well, if you kill me, you're not getting the code. We'll get it other ways. So do that!
Now that table would be so confusing and hard to sit at.
I mean, it would be easy to sit at. It would just be confusing.
Well, for a meeting, where do you
looking?
sit? Who's leading it? Which end do you need to be concerned about?
Mm-hmm.
Because you are clearly either facing the correct way or the wrong way. There's no, let's swivel the chair.
I get the table for the scene that is primarily used for later. It's a cool set piece for that scene. It's... Oh, yeah, nope, it's behind Willis. Nocturnal.
Yeah! Boat.
Boat.
Very important.
Boats.
Boats.
But I'm sure you realize you're not dealing with anything significant here. Okay, I've never watched this movie with subtitles, so I've never known.
I know, I'm
what
actually
Pete
like
said
reading
right here.
this.
Right.
See, subtitles is where it's at.
But I find myself reading them more than like watching what's going on.
Well, it's 'cause you gotta get in the habit, yo.
Uh-huh. Can't watch Shakespeare without subtitles.
They help me understand.
Which is why she can never go to a Shakespearean play. They don't have subtitles.
It's always miserable when I do.
I mean, you can just bring a copy of the script. That's like subtitles.
Oh.
Until they start missing dialogue, then,
Yep. Or then I'm the audience member. You didn't say it right!
Actually, when people do perform Shakespeare, there's always audience members who have copies of the script sitting out in the audience. It's
Nerds!
kind of annoying. Just give them the codes, man. Oh, poor Takagi. Poor Takagi's brain.
Takagi.
Poor door.
Also, how did the door not break? That's glass. It's a window.
The bullet didn't go through
Wait,
his...
wait, wait! Did it have a lintel? I'm sorry. I called it a windor.
Yes, it has a lintel.
Then it's a windor.
There is a lintel there. I see it.
Is it a door? It doesn't have a lintel. So maybe it's a door.
Everything's a wind door to you.
Yep.
I honestly had to get up and check to make sure I actually pressed the record button because I started questioning it.
Oh, I questioned. Does it say record?
Yes, it does. We have been recording.
It says record, everybody!
I'm sure they heard me as I was walking.
Uh-huh. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. No, of course he didn't hear the shots. He's not calling the police.
Please tell me you heard the shots from 30 stories below.
Right? In the garage, which would actually, if that's an underground garage, which I think it is.
It is.
It would be even lower. 'Cause that's the top of the building to below low ground level.
Well, no, that's why I said 30, because they're on the 29th.
It'd be higher than 30.
Oh, yeah, they did go up.
Because they went up, and McLean went up. So yeah, that's a long way. He didn't hear those gunshots. Look at all the yellow wire.
Ooh,
What are they gonna do with all
so
the...
much yellow wire?
Why is it all yellow? Is yellow important? Do we cut the yellow wire?
That's a good question, man. At the minimum.
I like how it's 2 hours, 2.5 hours at the minimum. So wouldn't 2 hours be the minimum? And 2.5 hours would now be more than the minimum?
Valid.
AJ, do you think you could crack that vault?
We need a really good joke book. Oh yeah, I got this vault.
So I find it funny that the techie guy is now in the Die Hard battery commercials with Bruce Willis as the villain. After all of it, because he's one of the only members of Gruber's team that makes it out alive.
And he's also one of the only ones probably still alive.
I'm sure plenty of the other...
Christmas tree!
Gruber has a lot of guys. I'm sure most of them are still alive. So are we actually drinking every time?
I think that was just convenient.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Beer wench?
Damn it!
You should have let me answer. I was going to say no.
Yeah, and he still would have made me get it because it would have been a no for you.
that how it works? Is that how it was going to work, or was it just yes or no that Courtney was the beer wench?
Why would I make you the beer wench? That's not traditional.
And we are, if anything, traditional.
A good beer wench.
I love... See, there's something else I don't think you could do in today's society, is just call off a fire alarm without anyone coming to...
Oh yeah, they would have to still check it out.
I mean, again, it's just the stuff that you can... If you remade this movie, this is the stuff that you'd have to change, which... You know, this is one of those movies I hope they never remake, but they're going to, one day.
When we're all dead.
God have
Probably
mercy on
not.
our souls.
Actually, be a sign the apocalypse is coming.
Probably sometime, I'd imagine, sometime in the next 5 to 10 years.
Don't you say that.
Because they're not going to make another sequel with Bruce Willis.
Bad touch.
Or maybe they'd give another sequel to Willis, let him just do 6.
That's about the only way I would care.
Is if Willis was in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd watch another one, even though Good Day to Die Hard is not good. I'd watch another Die Hard movie with Bruce Willis in it. Just hoping. Although Good Day to Die Hard does have the his yippee-ki-yay motherfucker, I just love his delivery because he just sounds defeated and old and like, whatever, yippee-ki-yay motherfucker. The things we do for our children.
I remember when I was in college, we had a comedian come visit the campus, and he was talking about how he was watching this movie on TV, and when it came to that line,
Yippee-ki-yay!
no, yippee-ki-yay, melon farmer.
Yep. And then when they put Die Hard 2 on TV, they changed it to something else. Like, they kept redubbing that catchphrase. Which is, I get it, but at the same time, you gotta find something better.
Yep. Oh no, the drywall!
Nothing can penetrate the drywall.
He should have just shot him.
Should've. Is it me or does it...
He came to the robbery in his comfy clothes.
Yes, he did. Is it just me, or is the way they fall down those stairs, it's a little hard to buy that dude broke his neck? Because it had to have been because of Willis's weight on top of him as they were hitting the end.
Steal his shoes, Bruce.
Are you trying to movie whisper? Akagi! Red Castle!
I'd like to buy a tea.
Wait. The password was just his name.
Or maybe Red Castle was his code.
Maybe Red Castle was the code he wouldn't give them?
Also not a good password.
Oh,
No!
guys, Bruce Willis needs Band-Aids!
And shoes.
Shoes might be more important.
I don't want the shoes to get bloody.
You don't want your feet to get not shoed.
You don't want your feet to get not shoed.
Hey, I didn't say we'd be intelligent on this commentary.
No, I did not. Okay, that was clearly a fake driver's license. It was made out of paper.
Well, yeah.
Oh, that one felt good.
See, he did try for the shoes. And
He could still make him fit.
But there's a comfortability here if he's running around killing terrorists.
Yeah, glass is so much better.
Not that far yet. He doesn't know that's happening.
He should know that's happening.
He should have read the script.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, should have, Martin.
I mean, why wouldn't you? I've seen Robin Hood Men in Tights.
That's not in the script.
I get another shot.
I get another shot.
He gets another shot. I gotta watch that movie again.
Yep.
That is a great Mel Brooks film. Stop, run.
Ho, ho, ho.
Motherfuckers.
Mr. Takagi did not see it that way.
Not the... His life is over. over. So yeah,
The rest of our life would have been a little more. You know what? He's foreign. Let it slide. it might get lost in translation.
Ding.
Such a sad ding.
It is. It is such a sad ding. Now I have a machine gun too.
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, God. You are such a pathetic hostage. It's
It's a dead body.
a dead body. All right.
If you can't ID them as a co-worker, it's probably a good dead body. I love how she sees the dead terrorist and immediately knows. My husband did that.
Oh, yeah.
What did he call me?
They're normally tired, old fat men. Again, I'm thinking back to the Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode now,
Yeah.
with Jake sitting there writing on his arm.
All the names.
Yeah, and hating everyone's name because they're not cool
Yep.
foreign names.
Honestly, that's really intelligent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no. Making a list of how many he's got and names.
And checking it twice, because it's a Christmas movie.
Right.
Yep.
He's got to find out which ones are naughty and nice.
Here's a hint. None of them are nice.
You don't know that. You don't know them personally.
They're all terrorists.
Oh, so all terrorists are naughty?
Are you really gonna argue that they're the nice terrorists?
Frankly, it's America. If they're foreign, they're bad.
Hold up.
Sealed it.
Sealed it, ladies and gentlemen. Sealed it.
We're horrible people.
You two are.
Wait, is it this one or the
You
second one?
laugh.
It's this one.
I laugh at anything.
Which means
Hey, look,
you're
more
just as
more
guilty.
nudity.
I don't mean to.
You don't need to be as guilty.
I don't mean to laugh. Well, I mean, I guess yes, but
See, this only proves that they need to not censor people in comedy, but let it rip. Offensive comedy is what makes things comedy. We make fun of things that are obviously offensive to disenfranchise those who actually believe it.
yeah.
There, ergo,
Oh, he said ergo.
dirty
Oh,
foreigners
ergo.
are terrorists.
Glad I got
Ergo,
monetized. That right there would have made me not monetized anymore.
I'm not laughing.
yes, you are. I see it.
Please,
Right there.
please keep watching
Right
this
there.
commentary track.
Oh,
I swear, we'll get funny again.
We'll swear we'll get as funny as his Sylvester Stallone accent. Hi, I'm Martin. I'm pretending to
Yo,
be
what? I wasn't doing my regular voice.
Yo,
Yo,
Adrian! It's Sylvester Stallone in the house!
You know what?
You have to admit, that was a better impression of what you did.
No, it wasn't. I'm not saying my
We can
impression-
literally roll back the footage.
You were straight up like, thank you for calling tech support, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I super hate both things.
Edit.
Oh, sorry.
Sealed it.
Hey, we're almost up to original Valjean.
Hey, they're ordering
Valjean.
Somebody's
Oh,
ordering
don't
a
steal the bread, Al.
Hey, can we order a pizza from the place that they ordered a pizza?
It'd take forever, but it might end up better than the one we had earlier.
It might
tonight.
take forever, but guarantee it's not going to have the crust literally disintegrate into the cardboard box.
And it's probably only cost about $3. Inflation's the thing.
Inflation's the thing.
Oh, Christmas tree with flashy lights.
Yes.
Bitchy cup.
I I love.
Okay, Karen.
I love that part in most of these movies when they're calling it like, this is a violation. We may have to send someone. Great, that's what I'm trying to do anyway.
Then send him, bitch.
This is literally why I'm calling.
Yeah, no, it is. It is one of my favorite. Good, that's what I want.
Got enough Twinkies there, Al?
Hey, they're for his wife. See? They're for his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of his kids from Family Matters.
Yep.
Same universe?
Totally.
There's fan theories that say, yeah, it's his cop from Family Matters is the same cop from Die Hard and Die Hard 2.
That tracks.
Which also means Perfect Strangers happens in this world.
Also tracks.
I like how... Go check out Nakatomi Plaza. Let me take a look at it from down this road.
Yeah, still there.
It's not on fire.
Some suspicious flashing lights, but other than that, everything checks out.
Oh, those are pretty flashing lights up near the roof. You know, for the angular design of this building, when Bruce Willis jumps off of it later, shouldn't it have been possible, depending on how long that fire hose cable was, for him to have just landed on one of the lower roofs? Because it was built where it went down, roof,
Well,
down,
that
roof.
depends. Is that anything like a roof?
Yes. Yes, it is. They're actually both the same thing.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there.
Now you have a limit.
Well, yeah. Well, this is real life. This is personal. The rest were obvious jokes. This I would actually be taking a shot. There's the line. Between truth and untruth, Courtney. Find the line.
What he said.
Oh, shaved his feet just in time
Yeah,
there.
he probably just lost a layer of skin.
Oh, easily.
That's why you have two.
I mean, that's why I have to.
Oh man, I shed layers of skin all the time.
Feel that?
That's how biology works.
Yeah, I was trying to give science a confidence boost.
You forgot your boobs again.
Damn it! Which is amusing and highly funny because I'm.
You missed it again.
Damn it!
Courtney, you're here for one job.
I think I keep missing it because I'm more of an ass man.
You're here for one job, Courtney, and that's to give the female perspective on Die Hard.
Courtney, I don't see a ring in that finger. Fingers can't be choosers.
He makes a good point. There is no ring on your fingers.
Because I haven't found a solid enough ass.
Well, if that's all you're looking for is a solid enough ass, I mean...
Oh, sorry. Actual ass, not ass.
Yeah, I don't want to be your ass in actual or fictional.
Whatever you say, dear.
Yeah, she started calling me dear earlier today.
Why?
She thought it was funny.
No, it was mostly because I panicked in our improvisational moment. And thought that if the car dealership we were just happening to turn around in tried to sell us a car, they would only try to sell us one if they thought we were a couple versus if they thought we weren't a couple, then they'd try and sell us two. All of this happened in my head very fast. But that's why I called him dear.
I think my explanation would have saved for a little time, anyways.
Yeah, but mine was funny. Anyway, Bruce Willis is climbing down via gun.
It is true. He's making the decision that climbing down is more important than having his gun.
Yes.
I mean, I guess there are plenty of guns. He can always get another one.
And technically, that's not his gun. That was the terrorist.
Also, what's about to happen is not how it was supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Yep. What we're about to see is actually the stunt went wrong, and they just kept it in.
Oh.
Because when he falls down the shaft, I think he falls down a level or two. He wasn't supposed to. The stuntman was supposed to grab onto that one.
Oh, snap.
He missed and he started falling down and actually did grab onto one of the lower ones, and they just kept that shot because they thought it looked
realistic
and cooler.
Yes. Come out to the coast, we'll have a few laughs.
First, he's got to pull out his trusty
Which,
Zippo.
this is also a great reference in like a movie too. Coast together, have a few laughs.
Get to the coast.
See, it's funny because it was a callback.
Wow, that's how funny works.
What? Sealed it.
What are you holding his hand now? Courtney is holding AJ's hand. AJ doesn't like it, but Courtney's not accepting his pleas for her to let go of him. You would not believe what I am seeing here, folks.
Bad times.
It is. It is that bad. And I'm sitting right here. We're trying to enjoy this family film, Die Hard, and Courtney wants to think of herself in a family way with AJ.
I believe one.
Sealed it.
Familial.
Yeah, dumbass.
And two, we're not enjoying a family movie. We're enjoying a Christmas movie.
And all Christmas movies are family movies.
No seal after that one.
I don't know. I don't know if I can seal that after what she just did.
Holding your hand? I'm not going to hold your hand.
No,
Try
after
to
calling
part
out the no seal.
So you believe that not all Christmas movies are family movies?
I'm sure there are definitely ones that you can make it not. I'm just
Bad
imagine
Santa?
if the Passion of the Christ started with the manger scene.
Well, Passion of the Christ is an Easter movie. Why can't it be a Christmas movie? If it's open with the
I
manger
was going to
scene.
say, the road you are going down, you would have to argue that any Christmas porn is also family. Just say it.
I mean, they're making a family.
All right, Courtney. Off the top of your head, name me one real Christmas porn. I should be able to look it up and find that is actually real.
You know, for research purposes.
Right, for research purposes.
Did Game of Thrones have a Christmas episode?
Neither of us ever watched Game of Thrones. The only person who has, and just because it's
I was just going with my standard joke that
the only
watched
porn
Game of Thrones.
exactly, so you can't prove there is Christmas porn. Therefore, your argument is invalid.
You know what? No.
AJ's staying out of this one for the best.
For the sake of this video, it's probably good that we had.
I'm just gonna snap my friends. Get me out of here, SOS.
Most of your friends
What
are
are
in
you
this
texting?
room.
Everyone you know is
Basically,
here.
everyone I know is in this room. Yes, you're right.
Hi.
Go greet the cop. Greet the cop. Should I shoot the cop? No. Greet the cop.
Wait. What language were they speaking? There was no subtitle telling me the language choice.
That is true. Why wasn't there a subtitle for that? See, he's trying to act American by liking sports.
It's very convincing because those Europeans hate sports.
Name me one European sport. Okay, yeah, that's there are European sports. I'm not gonna continue down that road.
Yep. Oh, see, they're back to speaking German.
Good. Good. They should be speaking German.
I bet in Germany they speak in Austrian. Those dirty Austrians. That's where Hitler was from, you know.
Or they're Dutch.
Or worse.
You know, when I was scrolling through the IMDb trivia to find the people who were in line for McClane, I didn't read it, but I did see that one on that list before I got that far.
It's the scene where the table design is relevant.
Yeah, because he gets to do the cool crawl. I'm not saying it's relevant like it's plot-centric. I mean, this movie really isn't a plot and character-driven piece. It's just a cool moment of, you know, him trying to stay under the table and then zigzaggy, and occasionally popping out a little bit because it's a zigzaggy table. And here's the scene where Bruce Willis went a little deaf for life.
Huh.
They put a lot of gunpowder into the blanks.
Ah.
Well...
And he was not wearing ear protection.
You have to have a decent amount of gunpowder in the blanks. Otherwise, they don't cycle.
They upped it to even more than that. Because the director wanted the flash to be brighter. The sound to be... I can't remember if it was the flash to be brighter or the sound to be louder. But they put way more gunpowder than necessary in there.
But I don't... Yeah, I feel like... There are ways they could have done that. I mean, even without ear protection. They didn't need to shoot him to actually do the shot with him legitimately being directly under the table.
Yeah.
Where that sound is trapped. And he could have brought the gun a little further away from himself.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying...
Welcome to the party, pal!
I'm not saying that, like, the armorer is 100% to blame for it. Bruce Willis probably is a little bit as well for how he...
Oh, yeah, and the fact that he accepted it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll totally do that.
Because at the end of the day, that probably was considered a stunt.
Yep.
Oh, look at Al. He's all busted up.
Uh-huh.
And his poor car. Everyone's favorite 80s douchebag.
Yep.
This, Ghostbusters, do you really need more options than that? No, goddammit, no!
Wow, you can almost see him get a Woody.
Wow!
Really? You're going to see the face he made here and then? You're going to tell me I'm wrong?
I wasn't paying that much attention to the face he made. I was reading the subtitles.
Rookie.
I just love how they just kind of throw that line just there. It's necessary. Because you really don't think of it later that, oh, this is exactly what he wanted.
I didn't get the message.
That would be my question.
Yep, it's a valid question. It's also an interesting choice McClane makes to show that much of his hand.
Yeah.
Of, like, what he knows. But it's a nice intimidation move, though. Like, hey, I know all this stuff about you, and you don't know jack about me.
Yep.
Monkey in the wrench. Yes.
C4.
is why I gotta stick tracking devices on your goons. Then at least you know where they are.
Yeah, will do. Unless you want to open the front door for me. But you may have it all. You don't have that, will you? Just another effect from so too many movies as a child. Another orphan over vector culture.
Got him.
There's always kind of partial to Roy Rogers, actually.
So if this was Stallone, do you think they would have left the Rambo reference?
I feel like yes, because they would be like, look how clever we are. Woo! Said it!
They would have done something else and be like, I'm more positive than ever.
I don't know why. Your Stallone mildly sounds like he's having a stroke.
It does!
But
What do you think he sounds like?
I was gonna say, but it helps!
The more steroids he takes over the years, the less you can understand him.
Here's the thing, I can actually understand the words out of Stallone's mouth when I watch him in a movie.
I can too. When I turn the subtitles.
I don't need the subtitles.
Look at me, I'm so fancy.
I can understand Sylvester Stallone without subtitles. Apparently that's a trick.
But apparently you can't imitate it.
And apparently nobody here actually understands comedy.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. With Ceiling not understanding comedy.
It's subjective.
Oh no, not his bag!
The detrimentals. Ugh.
Great movie. Do you know Sylvester Stallone re-edited Rocky IV?
Like, by himself?
That's what he did during COVID.
Huh.
He decided he wanted to re-edit Rocky IV. And apparently, it's got 40 minutes of new footage
Huh.
Hey.
and runs the same length as the original cut.
Okay.
Alright.
It's kind of interesting. Like, it's an interesting concept. So it's not a longer movie, it's just
I mean,
different.
in his situation, I would understand. Like, why not?
Yeah. I think they also made a documentary of him
Can't
making
put it on
it.
screen because he keeps telling people, but nobody understands him. Put it on the big screen, then they'll know.
Yep.
And I guess he also admitted finally that he regrets killing Apollo Creed in Rocky IV. And probably shouldn't have done that.
Huh.
That he should have just had him, like, ended up in a wheelchair or anything other than dead.
I mean, I've never seen any of the Rocky movies.
That's sad. They're good boxing films. I don't really like watching boxing, but I like a good boxing movie. It's weird.
It's like boxing, except people actually hit each other. Without actually hitting each other.
So pro wrestling? Roy.
So listen up, Roy. If you think of anything else you think we need to know, in the meantime, I want you to find a safe place to hold up and let us do our job.
He's wasting his time.
Right after Theo
Yep.
just got told not to waste his time talking to Hans, what's he doing? Wasting his time listening.
To be fair, he wasn't talking.
He wasn't drilling.
It's also true. I'm H.B. Johnson, and I'm H.B. Johnson. We're from the FBI.
We're not that far yet. We're only up to Dwayne Robinson.
I couldn't help it. And Big Bob's Burgers reference.
You know, I do like the actor that plays Dwayne Robinson. He is a fun actor, and what he
Well,
does.
when you mess with a bull,
You get the horns.
get the horn.
He's also such a cool guy. He did that same part in the parody, Not Another Teen Movie. He parodied his own character.
Awesome.
Which just hits me as like, this is probably a pretty cool guy. Like,
Yeah.
because he doesn't take his work that's like super seriously. And that he's willing to have fun with it. But he even shows that a little bit in this, because there's definitely moments where you can tell he's just having fun with
Being a
what he's
douche.
with what he's got.
You did. Oh!
You know, after talking to her husband, at that moment I would have been like, you remind me of someone. You don't by any chance have a husband here, do you? Who isn't here?
Yep.
I also love how long it takes him to finally just decide to randomly look at the picture that's been set down in her office.
Yeah.
'Cause even, he's busy. But how many times have you gone somewhere and, like, even if you're busy, you still get a little snoopy
Oh,
wherever
of
you are?
course. Or a little Woodstock. Oh.
Wow. AJ, do you want to wax philosophical here so Courtney can not talk for a little while?
I'm sorry, I was actually reading subtitles.
That's the case. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to break one of the rules and hit the restroom because I'm pretty sure the Senate's Pizza is telling me to.
Hey. Don't use, like, the name of where we got it.
Oh,
Leave the
sorry,
mystery.
the undisclosed pizza location.
Located specifically at...
AJ, do you remember your first exposure to this movie?
No.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one to remember. Like, it's just a great movie. It's...
Imagine this guy. Just chilling,
Yep.
having a drink, waiting to get a huge tip.
Yes.
I'd be drinking too.
Right? I do find this limo weird because it doesn't have any kind of partition between the back and the front. I feel even in the late 80s, that was still a common limo piece. I love his logic. That's unconnected. What?
All of these things can be explained rationally. They all just happened.
They're all
Completely separate events from each other.
right? We're going in there. What if the solution is that there are people with guns who have hostages? Yeah, we'll find out when they're shooting at us. You always gotta know when to pray. Again, Theo is not doing his drilling job.
Just soaking in the drama.
Exactly. Now he's got to play, looking at the cameras. Can't somebody else look at the cameras and tell them, I guess, then you have to pay another actor, because now there's dialogue. And, I guess Hans can give up the 5 minutes this takes, for Theo to do this part of the job. These are bad cops. But yeah, it is a weird thing to not have contact with the building, because I'm assuming they've tried calling the building and found out they can't get any phones to ring.
So, never thought about this. He shoots down his theory that there are hostages in there, and he said, well, it might have been a lone gunman and a suicidal broker.
Yep.
So let's send in an army.
Right? These are weird choices. Based on the information provided. They're weird choices. Although this guy's got the right idea.
Don't know how long it's gonna go.
This might be my last snack, man.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna grab a snack.
I like how he does it all subtly, like, if nobody sees me steal this Crunch Bar.
I left money on the counter.
I didn't want him to think I was a criminal.
Hey, he works for his money.
It is true. It is true. I mean, they are all putting in the hours. They are putting in their hours for their share of whatever they get here. Their hourly's gotta be high. Like, I mean, AJ, if you were getting $5,000 an hour, would you help take over a building and hold hostages?
$5,000 an hour, man?
An hour.
You don't want to incentivize people working longer than they should be. It's like, you gotta pay per gig plus hazard pay if things go wrong. So whatever is lost from the game by whoever is lost, that gain is then split up over the others, and that's their hazard pay.
That is true. I mean, I've seen crime films where they don't even, where it becomes a big thing about splitting the money from the dead person.
There's at least two of them. There are two crazy gunmen now.
Huh.
Good thing we have 30 guys going in for two gunmen.
Sit in the car.
I love the way he says that.
Sit in the car.
Stay in the car.
What's going on here? We're sending in the car. I'm driving here.
Yeah. Oh no! There are gunmen in the lobby!
It's a pretty shitty looking car.
Well, they have an RV.
Is it a car or an RV?
It's an RV. It's a car.
Really? You're gonna
it's
take
neither.
that camping?
It's neither.
It's a Carvey.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's a CV.
Sealed it.
You know, they get that rocket launcher set up surprisingly quickly for like how far along that car was.
Uh-huh.
Like they were moving police cars back already for it. It should have been almost to the building.
Yeah, they're just taking their time. Why are we driving so slow? Well, we want to give them a fighting chance.
We didn't know they had rockets, and we just wanted to find out what this baby could take.
Yep.
You know, it's only fair. I've seen Space Jam. Give them a chance to defend themselves.
Wait, Space Jam wasn't a thing yet.
No, I've seen Space
You've
Jam.
seen Space Jam.
Yep.
Have you seen the sequel, Space Jam: A New Legacy? I was at Space Jam 2.
I
Even spacier.
don't know if I can bring myself to watch that.
Yeah, I know, right?
I couldn't.
I was super excited for a sequel, and then I started seeing the trailers for it. And then I went, even free on HBO Max. I'm not sure I want to watch this.
It's okay. It sounds like the people that did watch it said the same thing.
Like, I'd rather watch the fourth Matrix movie. Also on net. Oh, all sequels are basically unnecessary, but probably not a sequel that needed to be made.
Yep.
But I'd still watch it over Space Jam. And I like Space Jam way more than I like The Matrix. Hit it again.
I think this would constitute an emergency, so alright.
I think it would too. I think he just cut up his elbow
That's why you have to.
getting at the axe. Poor people in the cop vehicle. That thing.
Alright.
Woo! Did you see that great piece of green screen right there?
An unnecessary piece of
Oh
green
yeah.
screen? Yes.
Whoo! That does not look good. I wonder what the 4K, how bad that looks. Because on Blu-ray it looks.
Yep.
Yeah. It is the one nice thing of high def. I mean, things look nice, but when you get those bad effects, they look like bad effects.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Actually, I'm pretty sure at one point in one of those lookovers, you can actually, if you look really close, you can see through one of Bruce Willis's ears.
Yes.
Again,
Yeah, now's when you know.
not as how. That is not how that works. But again, it's an action movie.
Yep.
If you're really trying to do that in real life, you would have just died.
Yep.
John McClane is dead. The end. If this were a video game, he would have just died.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not sure if they ever made a good Die Hard video game.
There was the one we played at arcade at Player 2.
Yeah. I know there's a, well, that's barely, like, that's Die Hard in name only.
That is true.
I know there's an NES version of a Die Hard movie where your life bar is your feet.
Yes.
Why everyone wanted to play so heavily on the he's barefoot aspect of it. Oh, I wanted to get you taking off your shoes, but I didn't know how to wrap that. Our spotter says, what are your spotters looking at? That they didn't see the rocket launcher coming!
Bruce.
Those are bad spotters.
Very.
Shit about glass.
Oh! Got him!
I love Argyle's laugh.
Good job, Argyle. See, that was the role we needed. We needed someone to laugh at Bruce Willis's jokes.
To remind the audience that they can laugh at Bruce Willis's jokes.
So we apparently also needed Argyle in the movie we saw this afternoon.
Hey, to be fair, it's like half of the not comedies we go to see, we're laughing and nobody else is.
That's true. My favorite was still that moment in Joker. when he was like, well, why did you kill him? Well, they couldn't carry a tune to save their lives. Dead silent, except for the two of us in the corner laughing our asses off.
It's one of my proudest moments is laughing through movies where everyone else is silent because they don't get humor.
And then they think we're the jerks.
Because we find something funny. See, this is what happens when you do too much drugs, kids. You try to talk to terrorists when you shouldn't.
Because you're too coked up.
Mm-hmm. Although It took me a long time to get the subtlety of what's about to happen.
Full beat. That right there, like, that should clue you in. You're about to get shot.
Oh, yeah.
You just called your captor Booby. Wow.
Here's dialogue that hasn't aged well.
Whew.
I'll let it go. I love it.
Hans. Booby. I'm your white knight. No, you want some white knight.
Yep. I love Hans is just so confused.
You just have to give me a little coke.
That's the subtlety when they bring him like a can of Coke. It's like, oh, he probably actually asked for
Coke.
Coke. Aww. He hasn't even got a kid yet. It's just still baking in the oven.
Yep.
Bacon.
McClane's got a pair of them who'll come back in Die Hard 4 and Die Hard 5.
Respectively.
Well, no, the daughter's also in Die Hard 5.
Oh.
She's at the very beginning, dropping him off at the airport.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Actually, I think it's the only movie other than this one where both kids are seen. Because I don't think either of the kids are shown in the second one.
No.
None of the kids are shown in the third one.
Nope.
So yeah, 1 and 5 are the only ones where they're both in the movie. Though I think in this one only the daughter has dialogue.
Yeah.
You see the son.
Because the son's a baby.
I think the daughter ended up getting played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
I don't know the actors off the top of my head.
I know the love interest is Justin Long.
Yep.
It's been a while since I watched Lethal Weapon 4. Die Hard 4.
What about Die Hard 4?
I got it right away. I didn't try to let it slide and live in the world like I didn't screw up and said the wrong movie. I also haven't watched Lethal Weapon 4 in a long time.
I've not actually seen any of the Lethal Weapons.
Well, some people say the first one's a Christmas movie. I disagree, only because there's a Christmas tree in a house, and there's a Christmas tree lot. It takes place in December. But I strongly believe not all movies that take place in December are Christmas movies. Yeah, that look was totally, that's not what I meant.
Nope.
That's not what I asked for. Also the fact they give him, they bring a glass as well. Like, those are some nice terrorists.
And they barely fill it.
Right? He's not going to live long enough to drink all of it.
Still.
Why not just hand him the can? Why are we putting it into a glass?
That's all you're pouring out.
Are we fancy terrorists?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not my friend. You can go ahead and shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, Ella's basically is begging this entire time for him to get shot.
Yep.
Like, he's begging for himself to get shot.
Little Coke.
And then he gets shot in the head.
To be fair, none of y'all are screaming because you miss him. So let's just
You're screaming because a gunshot just happened.
Ah, gotcha. It was just Alice. Oh, okay. Yeah, because you're doing a fantastic job, buddy. Really,
Oh, yeah.
really running the show great.
Ooh, Deadly Squad.
Ooh, busted out the
That's why.
DS.
That's why this movie's rated R. Is the Deadly Squad was used.
Yep.
If not all of Courtney's favorite boob shots.
Or all the fuckers that are said throughout it.
And there's the drugs and the murder.
Nope. It's none of that.
The
Diddly
Squad.
You don't hear Diddly Squad in that many movies. That's why it gets an automatic R rating. They might as well have done the rest of that stuff once they put Diddly Squad in the script.
Yep.
Oh, I love his list of
Yep.
comrades in arms. I'm putting that in quotes. You can't see it. All you can do is hear our voices. Our nice, soothing voices. And most of the people have either turned this off by now or fallen asleep. See, that's what we're good for. We're good for helping people fall asleep. And who doesn't need a little help falling asleep nowadays?
Ich don't. It's a villain you can appreciate right there.
I mean, AJ, when was the last time you had a good night's sleep?
Well, it wasn't last night.
It was not last night, according to him. Do you have anyone to back up this allegation?
No, I ain't no hussy.
Courtney, when was the last time you had a good night's sleep? And the gerbil is running on the wheel. As fast as it can. As fast as its little legs will take it.
It's gonna be there for a while.
Round and round it goes. What else?
To be fair, it tripped, so it's more the wheels keep moving and it's just like tumbling, trying to like regain its footing.
Because her gerbil is dumb.
Not dumb, just tripped.
Good cheer. Christmas.
Christmas!
You have good cheer.
I'm running out of men. I'll go do something. You do this. You know, that's what this movie needs. It needs a terrorist counter. It starts at the bottom of the screen with all the terrorists, and it slowly ticks down as each terrorist dies.
I'd support that.
On the first day of Christmas, 12 terrorists took over Nakatomi Plaza.
It's already way too wordy.
It is way too wordy.
Way too wordy.
Oh, now we get the heart-wrenching story. I hate that title. That's a horrible title for a book.
Well, it's okay. You can tell by what he says that he's a moron who has no idea what he's talking about.
Yes, because that's what we've been seeing through this movie. Trust and bonds.
Like the dish soap.
It's absolutely right. Like the dish soap.
Thank you.
Not like the time of day in the morning.
Oh yeah, that's it.
It's clearly Asians who love their dish soap.
I wasn't saying they love their dish soap. I was just giving her a clue for how to spell it. I'm Agent Johnson, and I'm Agent Johnson, and we're from the FBI.
I have the hiccups.
Yes, you do.
Oh, the yellow cable's back.
Yellow wire! That is not at all how I told them to wire this.
I made them diagrams and everything.
Oh, God.
Gotta put my gun down and my flashlight. Can't just put my gun back into my pocket where it started.
The plot demands it.
Plot demands. Plot demands. Oh, God.
So, how much do you think Hans had to tighten his bowels to not completely shit himself when he saw McClane was standing there?
Well,
Or
it
someone he
depends.
didn't recognize?
Did he just eat a super greasy pizza?
I don't know. I don't know what they brought for
Because
food.
I don't know if there would have been enough clenching that
See, it doesn't
maybe
come
a
up to me
little
yet.
dribbled out.
He does. Alan Rickman does do a good American accent.
A good British guy doing a German accent who's doing an American accent.
Yes. No, I need to go this way. No, we're not going that way. But
But the plot demand.
but I really want to go this way. There's a lot of maybes in that statement. I love how douchebaggy these FBI agents are. Oh, take over your men, we'll try to let you know.
Yeah. Mine aren't that good.
He's dragging quite a pair down there, definitely not mine.
If it was one of my boys, they would have hidden a corner and soiled themselves. That's what I trained them to do. Don't engage. Just poop yourself. Nobody wants to hurt a guy who's pooped himself. Oh, he said he's a cop from New York.
I guess I'll take a shot of my Canada Dry.
Canada Dry does not sponsor this commentary track in any way, shape, or form.
What about Jolly Good, Martin?
Also doesn't sponsor this video in any way, shape, or form.
I'd be like, actually, they're paying.
Actually, I got $1,000 to be drinking Jolly Good while filming this video. I mean, I didn't get that. Nobody said that.
I actually went to them and be like, I'll give you $3.
You let me use this on camera?
No one's gonna see it. But they'll know.
Don't give him a gun. Don't give him a gun.
No,
Don't do it, John.
no.
John, no, he's a terrorist. He's the bad guy. How don't you know he's the bad guy?
Safety first.
This movie becomes much different when he just shoots him.
It's actually an alternate ending.
This
The end.
This is like the good guy version of getting caught monologuing.
Yes. Oh.
To detonate things? Oh no, he's figuring things out.
Oh yeah. Oh.
See, think if it was Stallone making that yell. That would have been epic. AJ, show her the yell in Stallone. That also would have been Schwarzenegger.
He has to be more in the back throat.
Alright, now Stallone again?
Richard Gere. Clint Eastwood?
And Clint Eastwood wouldn't have been in that situation. He would have just shot him.
Alright, John Travolta.
Hey!
What?
Fucking Fonzie. You know Henry Winkler and John Travolta are two different people, right? It's important to me you know that.
You telling me that's not how Travolta would have done it?
Yes!
Well then show me how Travolta would have done it. Yeah, exactly.
He wouldn't have got A!
I knew you were saying he would have gotten A's. And I was like, whoa. Good job, Agent.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Self-control. Self-control.
Holy crap, you have self-control? When did that happen? This
This is being recorded.
Pride for the best. Pride for the best.
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to be running for governor one day and all of a sudden someone pulls out these tapes.
Yeah, because that's all they could pull.
Mr. Robinson, explain these remarks. 5 hours worth of remarks. This is 1/10 of what we have.
You know what? I'm just gonna drop out
Yeah,
now.
that's all you guys got. This is a. I got this. You know, vote for me because screw the other guy.
Got my vote.
Got him. How?
That's his boner face.
No, I just need to start to get a Woody. That's full on.
It's a baby's arm holding an apple.
Those were words.
Yes.
Oh my god. What I'm also going to just question, that is clearly a fake baby, because that woman would be so stressed out that pregnancy would just be going on.
Because you know so much about pregnant women
But,
and babies.
but like, her body's in a lot of shock and stress. So,
She's on a sofa.
It's true. She got her a sofa.
She's very comfortable.
yeah, so it's even better for the baby to come off instead of the baby going,
Oh yeah, because the baby's like, sofa's here, now I'm ready.
I've been waiting for her to sit on a sofa for 5 months.
You said it's softer for the baby.
It got close a couple of times, but then no, she had to sit in the chair.
Thank God the baby was smart and didn't mistake the toilet for a couch.
Wow.
Oh, that's too far!
Oh,
bullshit.
I'm just a prom night dumpster baby.
Prom night my dumpster baby.
Good segue. Good segue. You saved it. You saved the entire video with that segue.
Very on point.
John McClane's feet are all hurts.
John McFlay.
His feet are all hurts. They're full of little cutsies.
If only he had a pair of shoes.
True. Shoes are important. If you're not wearing shoes, you're not fully dressed. And you'll die from a lack of service.
Yes.
Same thing if you go around without a shirt.
But yet, no pants? Come on in.
Well, if you're not wearing pants or underpants, that's called public nudity. That's already a crime.
But what if no pants, but underwear?
Technically, you're still covered.
Alright. Well, then by that logic, what if it was no shirt, but a bra? Wouldn't that be the same thing?
Yeah, women walk around... Sports bras! You see them all the time in women go into stores. And they're not turned away for not having a shirt.
Yeah. To be fair, that one got away from me like very quickly.
I love how no one's moved Powell's car.
Are you gonna be able to back that thing up? Show them what you're working with. See, when none of the tires are touching ground, kinda hard.
You wanted a Christmas miracle? Oh, I'm a little ahead.
I give you the FBI.
See, I would have had him say a Christmas miracle. I think that would have made this more festive.
That's true.
Definitely more family friendly.
It's a Christmas movie.
Down, where all the lights are bright.
Dun, dun. Hey, it's Christmas Eve.
Hey. Flick. Yeah,
Hey, could you just kill the power to the whole city?
That dude sounds like he is not from LA. He is definitely from the Midwest, even with the, hey, would it be possible?
Hey there, I know you're busy and all there, guy, but if you could just, like, take the power off, that'd be great. Also, what are you doing next Friday? You want to go get a fish fry? Have a couple, 2, 3 old fashions?
Maybe go see the local football team?
Eh?
Go you Huskies.
That's all their boner faces.
And if anyone gets the Go You Huskies line, leave a comment and I'll be very happy with you.
This song also proves it's a Christmas movie.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, and it's birthday!
Hey!
I love this moment of him opening these things because it's just such a weird way
Yep.
to do all that.
Oh, good job. You flicked a metal nipple.
Jealous?
I'm opening
I
boxes.
don't have metal nipples.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, no. I mean, if it got cold, heavy, those would droop hard. Well, normally they ping, but it's metal, so it'd be heavier. Yeah, I said it.
So Die Hard.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched a movie? Nobody gets helicopters, or a bus, or a plane.
None of them.
His plan isn't even to spend that money, it's to invest it.
He's smart.
It's very smart.
It's like, I plan to retire from my life of crime, thank you.
This was my one last score. My retirement score. Yeah?
Yeah.
Acting.
Oh yeah.
This man should have won Academy Awards by now.
I just should have been more behind her. Just tell her that I love her.
Now Stallone.
And then you can deal with me.
Travolta!
I got nothing but awkward laughter in my head.
Admit it, because you wanted to be like, hey.
No, you know, awkward laughter sounds about right for Travolta. Travolta is like, I couldn't see Travolta doing this role.
No.
Oh, do Frank Sinatra. Do Sinatra.
No, don't. That means he's gonna smack me.
Do you need some Jack Daniels before you can do Sinatra?
Are you kidding me? That's the reward.
Get to smack Courtney, get some Jack Daniels, have a laugh.
Didn't even have to go to the coast.
You know, if we're back in time, we could write Die Hard.
Oh, going back in time.
Jerk. That's all I got to say about him. I'm glad he gets covered in Stay Puft goo.
Oh.
Wait, that's not this movie.
Damn it.
It's the wrong franchise. I wonder what that switch does that he was next to. Is he going to find where the yellow cable is? The MVP of this movie. MVP. MVP. I don't think anyone acts better than the yellow cable. It knows it's yellow cable, and it's acting like yellow cable. That is a lot of C4.
It's a lot of C4.
God has no place here, John.
Nothing.
Wired to what? Wired to what? I looked and saw that this movie was 2 hours and 12 minutes, but this movie moves so well.
It does.
It doesn't feel like you watch it for 2 hours and 12 minutes. Because you're just enjoying yourself for the entire run.
Yep.
As noted by the moments of silence when we're all just watching Die Hard.
Yeah, because we get sucked in, man. It's Die Hard.
Because it's a great movie. There's a reason this movie's on my top 100.
How loud does he have that TV?
Loud enough where it, yeah.
Come
Come home. I've seen those children. Oh my god! How have I never looked at this photo before?
I have to pee.
It's Snake
Move them like cattle. I do love in these movies how beat up John McClane gets by the end of them.
Yeah, he can take a lot. This is how your brother fought.
Yeah, talk about his brother, because that's going to make this... make him less angry.
Yeah, they go make him like a limp noodle.
Douches. Honestly, if I was a terrorist or a hostage taker requesting a helicopter, and they came in that low when I'm on that big of a building,
I'd be suspicious.
yeah, I'd be suspicious too. Like, man, that seems really low for, picking us up. Marco! Oh wait, Marco's dead.
Oh.
Poor dead Marco. Ooh.
Ow, ow, ow.
Shot to the shoulder. Everyone get on the roof! We gotta get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Now if John Travolta was playing that part of Predator. That was a horrible Travolta.
Better than your Stallone.
No, it's about the same. It was about as good as my Stallone.
I'm not angry.
I'm going to be a character in the Harry Potter series one day. You why? You watch.
You why?
Was that U-Y, U, comma Y, U period Y?
Don't ask me, I don't know how to spell.
That is true.
You know this movie was missing? A good hanging.
Aw, he's reunited with his brother.
Aww.
And it feels
Burning in
so
hell.
good. Ooh.
What? You said earlier all terrorists are naughty. Naughty people go to hell. My logic is sound. See, they're on a magic carpet ride.
'Cause it's a whole new world.
Alright, everyone is up. I'm out of here. Well, that's unfortunate.
At least he got his last candy bar.
Oh, hey, she got her shirt back on.
Her shirt was never...
No, the girl who had her shirt
Oh.
off. I think this might be the only other time you see her is on the roof. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit!
Happy.
Yeah. And Carl is still hanging by his neck.
Yep.
This is all important information to know.
Yep.
But sure, it's hard to tell how much hose he actually has there.
Yep.
I guess it also depends on what part of the building he's jumping off of, if there is a lower roof.
Yeah, I think he's on what would be part of like the lower roof.
Regardless, I think we can all agree that he's jumping off from the top.
Yes. I mean, if he watched WWE in 2020, he would have known that you can get thrown off the roof of a skyscraper and survive.
I mean, why not?
2 wrestlers that happened to him in the same match.
Worked in blazing saddles.
Worked in blazing saddles. Poof. Also,
That would have kind of made the fire hose go fire.
Also, I'm pretty sure the roof would have almost immediately collapsed and that thing would have
Yep.
went bye-bye way quicker.
Ew.
It's getting blood all over the windows.
That is not clean.
Now the cleaners have to come.
What's a few more pieces of glass between the threads?
Right?
Why not get your eye done?
I do love that scene of him just sitting there basically waiting for this to start.
Yep. Because it would be that slow.
Yeah, that's how gravity works. Clearly, this movie has flawless logic and science. Are you saying Die Hard doesn't have flawless logic and science?
Whoa. Damn her to the water.
The water will save me!
It's clearly how water works.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing his gun got underwater. Now it's nice and clean, and he definitely won't malfunction when he has to shoot later.
I just want to know why the elevator dings before it randomly explodes. But I like that it does.
What attention! You have an announcement. Oh,
the Christmas tree!
Like I said, I like that it does ding before it explodes. It's ridiculous. Also, I do agree with people. There's no way all those terrorists were in that truck with that.
Yep.
Now, if we had the terrorist count, they would only have a 2 left on it. There are only 2 left. Well, 3. I forgot Theo.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
2 to kill.
Is this a James Bond movie?
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, wait, no. To the kill would be...
No, 2 to kill.
2 to kill. I thought you said...
Christmas
2...
wrapping.
To the pain.
I just watched that last week.
Should we pause the movie?
Switch recording media, automatically recording will restart. Oh no, there it goes. So there was a slight delay. The memory ran out at, I'm going to say, about the 2-hour mark.
The terrorists are doing things. There, they're caught up.
I mean, it turned off when I beeped, so it should have everything.
Got it. They're still doing things.
Yes, they are still doing things. I was wondering if a 2-hour, like, how much it could hold anyways.
Indeed.
I mean, we didn't miss any great comments. here we go. We've got three terrorists left. Our poser guard, Hans, and Theo. John McClane is still bleeding very profusely from his foot. Or that's dirt. I can't really tell what was being rubbed. Either on or away.
I think, well, it's not really. I think it's just he was wiping dirt.
Yeah. Hans makes a good point.
Very true. Damn it. 9!
9! What?
Kaye. Motherfucker.
I do enjoy his delivery of that line.
Yeah, it's so great.
And laughing is contagious. Except to women.
Who's clearly out of the loop.
Yeah, because I get why any of this is funny. Good shot.
Happy trails.
Oh no, he's got her by the watch.
Although, now the chief is going to give us one of the best lines of the movie.
That is true. That is true.
That shows just how good at his job. Alright guys, it can officially be Christmas!
Here we go. Oh, he got the watch off.
It's officially Christmas! Hans Gruber is falling from Nakatomi!
It is true. It is officially Christmas.
Seriously, that's a line that shows that guy is good at his job.
Well, I mean, he hopes it's not a hostage.
Well, like some people here.
Courtney hoped it was a hostage.
Well,
Courtney's been rooting for the terrorists this whole movie.
just one time.
Just, rooting for the underdog.
We got our paper flittering, or are those supposed to be the bonds? I don't think anyone's ever, really, it just looks like
To be
blank
fair,
paper.
this takes place in California. They don't really know what snow looks like. I think that's just how big the flakes are. And, just like pages from a book.
Wow. If you're watching this in California, please, you can find Courtney on Instagram by searching The Real Courtnut.
Oh wow! Way to give my actual handle, dick.
Yeah, you want people to, you want to build a following, don't you?
Don't worry, I will ignore them all.
No, she won't. She loves people. Especially if you send her pictures of your kids. She loves pictures of people's kids.
Yeah, and it's called Black, 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 Black.
I don't get it.
You lost AJ, Courtney. We're at the end of this movie and you've lost AJ.
No.
Two friends meet, stare at each other from across a room. They slowly
Now, where's the
approach.
reunion movie for these two?
They're gonna kiss.
Hug.
Oh, look at that
This would
Hug.
make a good
Hug.
biracial couple.
Woo!
laugh. They want each other so badly. It's palpable. Oh.
Aww. Don't don't worry. You guys will be separated again by the next movie.
No, the third
Oh,
movie.
third
They're
movie.
together in
Third
the second
movie. That's
movie.
correct. That's correct. I apologize for the slaps in my Die Hard timeline.
Because he's trying to save her again in the second
Oh,
one.
yep, that's right, because she's on one of the planes in the air.
Yep. Somehow he survived
Woo!
hanging.
More terrorists!
So somehow he survived hanging for like minutes.
Oh, back to 3 terrorists. Never mind.
No, it's Theo's the only terrorist left now. We only have one terrorist.
Oh, 1 terrorist.
McClane killed the other 2. Remember, Hans fell from a building. It's Christmas.
That's true.
Ha! Al shot him. Way to go, Al.
Al shot him?
Shot him.
That sounded like shit.
So we're never inviting Courtney back to one of these.
I mean, I'm just surprised she's here in the first place.
Die Hard.
Well said.
Oh yeah, I forgot I left my driver in the garage.
That's fine.
Where we'd be safe.
They're straight up just someone who's standing up top throwing papers down. That's their job.
That's their job,
Yeah.
yes. Someone got paid to do that on this movie.
Oh man, and they're making it rain.
Because it would not still be fluttering down at this point.
Nope.
Not if John and Holly have had enough time to get from the 30th floor down to the ground level. Aww, they're sharing a makeout session in the back of the limo.
So you guys gonna go have a good night? No, I'm going to the hospital.
My feet are... Hospital, Argyle. Make it fast. I've lost a lot of blood from my feet.
Also may or may not have picked up tennis.
Also, I am shot in the shoulder. That probably also isn't good. Ah.
I like how the terrorists
Hey,
have their own.
Alan
yeah.
Rickman's in this movie.
Yeah, he is.
What?
Alan Rickman. I keep forgetting he's in this movie. He's so
gonna
subtle.
have some good. He's got a good career ahead of him.
William von Hornberg. I love that name.
Big
Bill
Johnson.
Johnson. Little Johnson.
So yeah, we're at the credits, so we'll keep talking until the movie's done, just so if you haven't fallen asleep yet, we can really try to
Thank you.
coax that home. Station manager, Thornburg's assistant,
Soundman.
guards,
Soundman. Girl at airport.
Kissing man.
Woo! Girl at window. That's a lot of people for stunt spy, and I don't see Bruce Willis.
No, because he got credit elsewhere. Jackie Chan doesn't take stunt credit also when he does his movies.
And he does, they just don't put it in.
Why? He doesn't have a stunt double.
Exactly.
Bruce Willis does. Therefore, if he does a stunt, he should get the credit.
80s credits.
Yeah, this is where the movie really gets happening.
Look, the credits are the best part of any
Oh,
movie.
Tammy!
Michael Scott.
Cable operator, Todd Overton, he put up all the yellow cable.
Best boys!
Please!
I like
Best
how
boy grips!
all of that for an audio medium.
Yes.
Hal bigger! Hal's bigger, guys!
Oh, the special effects were transported by Patrick R. Gordon. Think he was the guy with the papers? That's what he's transporting.
Making it rain!
Optical supervisor, Die Hard. Al Cox.
Die Hard.
Why is it Die Hard?
Why is it in quotes?
Why is it yes?
Ooh, Chief
Do you
Muscle
think
Maker.
they make the models that they blew up?
Model construction foreman. That guy was literally paid to stand there and go, yep, you're
That's a
making a
model. Oh, the people who made the computer screens and stuff. Video graphics.
Huh, how about that?
We got our second unit director.
All right.
Lead man, Bill Fannin Jr.
Hi, that's a weird way to spell Bruce Willis.
Assistant to John McTiernan, so that's the director's assistant. Oh, Bruce Willis had 2 assistants on this movie.
Trainer for Bruce
and
Willis.
a trainer.
Nice.
Ooh,
I see
and a trainee, guys!
They put Bruce Willis into just top, like, specimen. He's like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That's who they should get for the remake. I'd totally go see a remake of Die Hard with Dwayne Johnson in the lead role.
Wasn't that just Skyscraper?
That movie's awful. If you've never seen Skyscraper, it's bad.
But you know what's worse? San Andreas!
No, it's not. San Andreas is a far better movie.
Hold on, San Andreas, the one where they bring her back from the dead?
Yes.
San Andreas is the movie that contradicts its own
and
science.
that one's bad. So I can only assume Skyscraper's worse.
Skyscraper's
Which I haven't seen.
Don't see it, it's bad.
Just saying, Skyscraper doesn't contradict its own science. San Andreas literally contradicts its own science that it makes sure to establish at the beginning of the movie.
Well, I accept that more than anything that happens in Skyscraper. The Rock jumps from a crane into the building! That is how he gains access, so he can be the hero of that movie. I have the hiccups again.
Ha! Marriott Corporation. Oh, guys, this is filmed in Panda.
Ooh, and color by Deluxe. Dolby Stereo. Our Greenberg Associates did these titles. Alright, so that's the end of Die Hard. Thank you for watching this commentary, listening to it. I hope you enjoyed it at parts that were funny. Check out other Rank the Movie videos on the channel. And, eventually I'll actually be ranking all the Die Hard movies. I have that planned for the future.
I mean,
So, yeah.
they're paying attention.
See you next time.
Bye!